Unanimously. Item number 11, Ms. Husking.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that Resolution 2008-181, re-establishing the Sierra Vista Convention and Visitors Bureau Commission as the Tourism Commission, be approved.
Second.
Any commentary on this one, Ms. Husking?
Do we have Marie Hansen here tonight? I would appreciate it if Marie could kind of give you some background on why we decided to do this, because she has the historical intelligence that I do not, but I think...
I did the research.
You did the research too.
And to preface what Ms. Hansen's going to talk about, we are renaming the Convention and Visitors Bureau the Tourism Commission.
Mayor Strain and council members, this is really just a step in a 21-year evolution of tourism marketing in Sierra Vista. I didn't realize it had been that long till I looked in the files, but in 1987, the city of Sierra Vista contracted with the Chamber of Commerce, gave them the bed tax to do tourism marketing, and that was our first efforts into tourism marketing for the community. That went on for 12 years. In 1999, the council directed the city manager to restructure tourism marketing and bring those bed tax dollars back into the city. What happened at that time is the city organized or created the Convention and Visitors Bureau, and that was related to the city, but the employees, the executive director was actually not a city employee. She reported to a board of directors, and that board reported to our city manager. That went on for, I think, 4 years. Yeah, in 2003, we dissolved the Convention and Visitors Bureau. What we didn't do at the time was change the name. We simply dissolved that and changed the board into a city commission at that time. That's when the executive director moved over to be a city employee along with all the other employees. We continued to house the visitor center at the Chamber of Commerce for a couple of more years. We moved that then over to the visitor center at the Oscar Aroon Community Center where it is today. And 2 years ago, the city manager blended the tourism marketing with public information and created the communications and marketing division. So basically, what you're doing today, or what you're being requested to do, is catch up the name to the reality. The Convention and Visitors Bureau board actually went away in 2003, and I think our commission was really having a bit of an identity crisis because people continued to confuse them with the Chamber of Commerce, and they want to be identified as a city commission. And they decided after several meetings of discussion that they were recommending that they be reestablished as the Tourism Commission.
Okay, thank you. Who says we aren't responsive? Okay. All in favor? It's unanimous. Item number 12, Mr. Blanchard.
Mr. Mayor, I move that Resolution 2008-183, accepting the resignation of Christopher Campus from the Citizens Advisory Commission with regret, and appointing Sandy Kenny to the commission, said term to be in conjunction with the term of office for Councilman Bob Blanchard.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Comments? All in favor? It's unanimous.
And I believe Sandy's in the back.
Sandy here? She was here. Oh, there she is. I see her hand waving back there, yeah. Thank you, Sandy. That completes the agenda except for call to the public, and I have one person wishing to speak to the public, Mr. Andre Newcomb.
My name is Andre Newcomb, NEWCOMB. I live at 26 Wolf Street. I would like to request that in future consideration of many of these marketplaces, these large commercial plexes that you approve, that you require them to have sidewalks that go in off the city street sidewalk that go into the property, because the city sidewalk drops pedestrian customers onto the entranceway, or they have to mess up the landscaping. that sort of kind of, it puts people in a position that either they walk on the landscaping and mess up someone's work, or they have to go into the entryway where cars are going in off the street into there. And there are a few places that do have sidewalks that go into the place, but there are more than too many places where they are off the sidewalk onto the entryway where cars are going in. And it's just not fair to the car drivers that they might hit someone, and it's also not fair to the pedestrians. I know that a lot of these businesses, they like money, and people who have cars have money, but people who are walking don't have money. And so they're going to favor their customers who have money. I think we should require that sidewalks be extended from the city street into the property so that they have a little more fair chance of being safe. Now, I would like to move to something that's rather current right now, this Rob Bergoyevich situation in Illinois. I know this is not city business, but I think it's kind of important to consider that maybe something else is going on here. It seems to parallel what maybe a Mr. Bush might say, that if I want to give something up this important, then they're going to pay for it. And it also seems to parallel that the ones with the most money buy media time. And that, this time around, was Barack Obama. It just kind of looks, as I watch this stuff, it looks as though they're boasting about who got the money, you know, and who got elected, and who's going to get that seat later on. It's really kind of ugly to watch this, that we have to consider that money is the determining factor for elected office. And every person has to obey the law, whether they are a garbage picker like myself or any of these other people, you know. And for them to claim that Bergoyevich is the sinner here, when all of this seems to parallel, you know, that the media can sing the song that gets the person elected because that's where the money goes into, is to the media. And that's what it's looking like. And I just would hope that when people are watching this stuff, they might be singing another song to us. They might not give a darn about the Constitution. They might not give a darn about their fellow citizens. You know, they might actually just be boasting that look what we did. The kind of people wanted Mr. Obama in there, and they donated all that money to his campaign, and he spent it through us. And whether it was that Reverend Wright or this supposed anarchist, or whatever issue they wanted to bring up, and then help them wiggle out of it, it may have been because the money was going into them, and they would sing the song. And it looks like that's what's happening with Bergoyevich. It could actually be that that the people who are in the government are now swinging it back at them and saying, maybe we're looking bad, but look who got the money. And it wasn't us, it was the media. Thank you very much. And the sidewalk issue, though, I think is kind of important for the people of this city. Thank you very much.
Good. Thank you, Mr. Newcomb.